Gentlemen, before this conversation gets started, you're wearing the bling. Quentin, you have 3 others. This is your first, and the first for the school. What does that medal mean to you?
You know, it's sort of a symbol of all the hard work, dedication I put in throughout the year that, you know, my teams helped me with, my coaches helped me with, and, you know, just a culmination of everything.
Chasen?
It's just a symbol of my journey, you know. It just shows how far I've come since I first started wrestling when I was in 4th grade, and, you know, just shows how far I've come, and, you know, I'm excited to start my next journey as I go out to North Carolina.
Congratulations to you both. Thank you for making the trip down. We'll try to bust through a few things here. Quentin, you came to Poway as a 3-time state champion in Arizona. Explain how you left Chandler, Arizona, and ended up hooking up with Coach Wayne.
Well, just sort of my old program ended, and I had a choice of either sitting out a season or coming out to California. And
so it was a budget cuts, or just the program just imploded?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And you know, I'm originally was born out here in San Diego. My dad used to live out here for many years, so we came home.
So that means working out. Did you know Coach Wayne Brandsetter? He's an icon here in these parts. Did you know about his legend before you got here?
I mean, yeah, definitely. He's a legendary. He's legendary everywhere. So I mean, I definitely heard of it.
So what's it like working out under Coach Wayne's tutelage?
He's so inspirational. You know, every day he's dedicated to making us better. Not just wrestlers, but as, you know, young men going off to college and better things in life.
I'm sure he loved having you land in his lap as far as 52-0 on the year. We'll get more to that. Young man, you hold the title. When the board game comes out, who was the first state champion for Rancho Bernardo? Your name, Jason Blair, is going to be. Jason Blair is going to be the answer to that question. What does that mean to you to be the first Bronco to capture a state crown?
You know, it means a lot to me because, you know, I'd like to think that I would, you know, be able to help start, you know, the new dynasty at Rancho Bernardo, hopefully catch up to Poway. You know, I got a lot of good guys coming up, and hopefully, you know, we have Jay Nabis coming up, took 3rd this year as a sophomore. You know, hopefully he'll be the next state champion for us. We have a bunch of other young guys coming up looking to be state champs, so I'm glad I was able to be the first and kind of, you know, get the ball rolling.
Mostly, RB, kind of a baseball school, now the football program's catching up. Could this all be a part of just the great things happening on the campus at Rancho Bernardo?
Yeah, you know, Rancho Bernardo sports has really been coming up. I know girls basketball actually just won CIF, you know. Hopefully wrestling's starting to get up there. We've been in the CIF dual finals last 3 years in a row. Football's coming up. Hopefully, you know, the whole sports at Rancho Bernardo, the whole culture is just, you know, going up. The school spirit's up. So great things going on.
Gentlemen, you have my utmost respect, because I'll say this for everyone to hear. There is no sport more difficult, more challenging than wrestling on the high school schedule. It just is. Maybe swimming, but otherwise, as far as just sheer contact and endurance, you have my utmost respect. What is tougher, the average workout for a wrestler, or in your case, cutting weight? Which of those 2 challenges are more difficult?
Definitely for me, it'd be cutting weight. You know, for a workout, it can be 2.5, 3 hours. But for cutting weight, it's 24/7. You know, you always have to watch yourself. You know, you'll feel the need to go out and try and eat something. Your friends will be like, "Hey, let's go out and eat."
It's gonna be brutal.
It is. It is.
At 195 pounds, I assume cutting weight was not a big part of your life. So what was an average workout on the RB mats?
You know, it was just coming in, sharpening our tools, getting a good drill in, getting some live, then some cardio at the end. Cutting weight obviously wasn't really an issue, so I was able to go home, refuel up, get a lot of protein and carbs in, and, you know, get ready for my next workout the following day.
I feel like a little bit of a Spartan, because football players get all the glory. And granted, football's a tough sport, but the average football player could not survive one of your workouts, could they?
I'd like to believe they could, hopefully.
Well, I'm telling you, they could. You're 52-0 on the year, so that means you're going to be. Your name comes up when we're talking about the best in the nation. In fact, you're ranked #1 in the nation. What is it like being the #1 guy with your bullseye on your back? Everybody, you're going to get everyone's best wrestler.
You know, it's a lot of pressure. People are always going to be gunning for you. Had a lot of people come down to my weight, you know, go up to my weight, try and beat me. But at the end of the day, it's just about trying to do your best.
Being a California state champion means colleges come looking. You're going to be wrestling where?
At the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
You're going from a baseball school / football to a basketball school. Tell us about the Tar Heel program.
Tar Heel program is really coming around. We got a lot of new coaches on staff. We have, Coleman Sky as a head coach, Oklahoma State Cowboy legend, national champ, another Cowboy legend with Kenny Monday, who's an Olympic champ in 1988. We have Tony Ramos, who's a volunteer assistant, who's actually just competing still. He just competed in the World Cup in Iran a couple weeks ago. And, Bryce Hassman, Olympic alternate.
Good program that maybe that is in the shadow of the basketball program. And young man, your commitment is more than 4 years. Tell people where you're going to be wrestling.
I'll be attending the U.S. Naval Academy.
And that is more than a 4-year commitment. Explain what you hope to be doing one day.
Well, I hope to be serving my country. It's 4 years there, and then at least 5 years in the Navy, maybe more. Maybe I'll spend my life there.
So do you want to be a SEAL? Do you want to fly jets? What do you want to do?
I want to fly jets.
So I assume you've seen the movie Top Gun a few times.
Once or twice.
All right. So you also have a judo background. Tell us how that factored into being a good wrestler.
I grew up a lot in Hawaii, and there wrestling isn't as big as judo, and so we started doing judo. It's been really helpful. I've won a couple national titles, and it sort of just propelled me into a good wrestling career.
As state champions, were you guys rooting each other on?
Yeah, of course, both.
Even though you're a Bronco and he's a Titan, I mean, it's cats and dogs kind of thing.
When you get to the state tournament, it's, you want to support the section. You're always trying to get, more state qualifiers. The better the section does, the more qualifiers there are, more, San Diego wrestling grows. So, when you get to the state tournament, it's not really about Poway or Rancho Bernardo or whatever school. It's about just the whole section doing well.
Well, gentlemen, the coolest part of my job is I get to meet young men like yourselves who are making a mark for themselves in the world, and it's just an honor to spend 10 minutes with you.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, all the best to you. Thank you. Congratulations on the state crown. That concludes our look at sports. We'll do all the other stuff that we were going to do until we got to meet with a pair of champs. We'll talk about Kawhi Leonard. We'll talk about Landon Donovan. We'll be talking Padres baseball, all sorts of stuff in the 6 o'clock hour.